Yo, what's up, guys? So, Season of Discovery is sort of on the decline as of late and has been for quite some time now. So, we're going to talk about that today. What's caused it, some of the issues that hurt Season of Discovery along the way, as well as some of the fundamental problems in game design of Season of Discovery, comparing Season of Discovery to plain vanilla WoW, classic era, no changes WoW, whatever you want to call it. So back before Season of Discovery was even announced, and we knew Blizzard was going to have another possible seasonal realm or Classic Plus, I made a video about it, and in the video I said Classic Plus needs to feel like Classic. Whatever we get, Classic Plus needs to feel like Classic. If it strays away from that, the game will be lost. I know Season of Discovery isn't Classic Plus, but we didn't know what we were getting at the time, we just knew it was something. And that's kind of the first thing Blizzard messed up with. Wanting to add the Rune system in was already a step in a not so classic-like game design. Sure, we didn't have a whole lot of options at level 25, but that's probably why it was the best phase of the season, aside from all the hype that Phase 1 of Season of Discovery had. By Phase 2, we were already feeling the power and the power creep of those runes and how strong every class was starting to feel. When it comes to a more Classic Plus game design, I think everyone agrees that classes don't really need to change. We don't need a rune system. And if they do any changes, it should be very minimal. Things like making paladin tanks a little better, or making their DPS a little better so they can be raid viable. Just bring some of the meme specs up just a little bit, but that's really it. Nothing really needs to change in a Classic Plus. It needs to feel the same as the game. It needs to feel like Classic. Anyways, that's enough talking about the rune system. It's bad, we all know it. I don't really have anything to say about Phase 1 and 2. The game wasn't perfect by any means. There was a decline between Phase 1 and 2, but that's to be expected with MMOs. All the Phase 1 hype wore off. That's about it. People were still playing the game. Phase 3 was where a lot of the bigger issues started to really show. That's when incursions were introduced, which was really bad for the game. I don't know what Blizzard was thinking there. If you don't know what incursions were, basically it was quests that were repeatable that you could just do over and over, and they gave you a shit ton of gold, and you could level from 40 to 50 in like 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. I don't remember the exact amount of time because it was really fast. That put a lot of people off, and that's when people started to really leave the game. Phase 3 had a huge decline. Not only that, but the Sunken Temple raid at launch was actually pretty hard from my understanding, which I think is kind of not in line with classic game design. When it comes to classic raiding, people just want to get in, have a chill time, get some loot, and get out. No one actually gives a fuck about hard raids, honestly. If you want hard raids, go play Retail or Kata. Like, straight up. Kata launched in the middle of Phase 3 as well, and we were stuck playing at level 50 for about 3 months straight before Phase 4 finally dropped. The flame that was keeping Season of Discovery alive was really starting to go out at this point. The player numbers were dropping, and by the time Phase 4 released, it really started to show. The number of active raiders is currently at the lowest it's been in any phase. I think the numbers will go up slightly, but not by much. If you're trying to queue Warsong Gulch or Ralthi Basin, no one's ever queuing, even during prime time. There's usually only one Warsong Gulch game going, because Steez is trying to keep Warsong alive in Season of Discovery. Shout out to Steez. But PvP is completely dead. People are only queuing AV at this point. That's not real PvP, come on guys. You know. Phase 4 also has some of its own problems too. Some farms that were relevant in Vanilla WoW seem to be irrelevant now, like Pointless Steven Do. Molten Core basically has Mythic Plus in a way. They reworked a lot of gear to the point where I can't even keep up with every single change. The game is basically solely designed around endgame raiding in every phase, whereas Vanilla WoW wasn't. Sure, you can say once you're level 60, the major content releases are all raids, but the game itself and the classes aren't completely designed around the endgame raid completely, and that's how SAW it is. PvP is completely unbalanced. This is some of the worst PvP I've ever played in any version of WoW ever, straight up, and they have no plans to fix it whatsoever from my understanding, which sucks as someone who plays the game for PvP mainly. I personally thought the big decline of the level 60 phases was going to happen after BWL came out, but I think a lot of people that really vibe with Vanilla WoW are actually kind of just done. I think the drop-off is actually happening now. Metagoblin put out a poll titled, "What are you guys playing?" 33% said Kata, 15% said Season of Discovery, 12% said Era, and 40% said not playing WoW at all. He also put a video out centered around that poll that got me thinking more about the decline of Season of Discovery as a whole. I don't really want to do reaction content, so I'm just making a video sharing my own thoughts on the decline of Season of Discovery mainly. That being said, what can Blizzard do to save vanilla WoW? 1. Put out a fresh vanilla server, no changes, people would flock to that server. I mean, look at the Deviant Delight movement right now. People want fresh, the sooner the better. 2. If they do Classic Plus, keep it centered around the vanilla design philosophy. Don't make it some experimental Frankenstein project like Season of Discovery that no one asked for. 3. Please don't do insane, drastic class balancing in an actual Classic Plus either. Minimal class changes to meme specs, and that's it. As for me, I tried to keep playing Season of Discovery, I tried to PvP, I tried to have fun, but it's just not it. I can't stand the PvP most of the time in this game. I might hop on every once in a while and try to catch some world PvP, but I think I'm pretty much done with SOD, unless they fix PvP in some way. The game's way too unbalanced. I'll mostly be playing on Deviant Delight, or maybe queuing some BGs every once in a while on my rank 14 Paladin on White Mane. You might see me on SOD here and there, but I think it's time to put the game on the back burner. Honestly, I'm thankful for how much growth my channel has had since making content on Season of Discovery, and I think since then I've really grown as a content creator as well. So thank you for all the support, boys. That's pretty much all I've got to say. If you made it this far, thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below, tell me what you're doing in WoW. Are you playing Season of Discovery? Are you playing Era? Or are you just kind of done playing the game and you quit? I stream just about every Monday and Friday over on Twitch. Go catch me there. Same name, Stephen Bones. That's pretty much it. Peace.